there's a very good reason. I'm not to say good reason. Jesus, God knows what he was doing when he said, do not knock up and down. Hi, my name is Thelma.
Hello, my name is Madeline.
And welcome to Real Life, Real You. Yeah, welcome to our first episode. I don't know if it's first episode or introduction. Anyhow, we end up with titling it. You get it?
Yes.
I don't do. It's anxiety that's causing this. Anyhow, we
No, it's excitement.
Okay, she's covering up her excitement.
No, I'm excited.
Yes, I get it. I'm not arguing anymore.
Okay.
So, like the title says, real life, real you. We're going to be discussing real life situations. Mm-hmm. We talk about life, sex, marriage.
Everything
Sorry, I forgot that I had this. I didn't know where it is. So, in order for us to start, we're going to continue like this. Mm-hmm. Anyway, we're going to be discussing about life, sex, marriage. I have a bit of experience. She's coming in the journey. Marriage, finances, friendship, platonic friendship, any kind.
The bottom line is all things that pertains to life.
Thank you.
Is what we're talking about.
You know that it's good to be two person. Like if you're just one person, anyway, our first topic. So the topic we'll be talking about today is how sex affects the future. Mm-hmm. So over to you. Let's hear.
Why am I starting?
Now you did the table. She's gonna carry us. Oh yeah.
What do you mean? Is it because you're married?
No. I'm not coming from that perspective.
So, what do you mean? Your sex does not affect the future again.
I'm already in my
It affects.
Auntie, I'm not afraid again.
It affects.
Wait.
Because if you don't have sex, you will not born.
Me, I'm in the future experiencing it. You are sitting in the outside. I'm not shaming anyone. Let's see. I know that you have been saying that we've been pressing singles neck. Yes, it's like I'm not pressing anybody's neck.
Press it. They are still
I'm pressing it. Yeah, I'm pressing it. My phone chest. Okay, let's get back to it. Oh yeah, now.
Okay, when this topic came about,
I thought her idea. The reason why I placed her on this table, she was the first to bring the topic, and it made a lot of sense when she said it. We talked about it a bit, and we didn't go extensive because we knew we wanted to share it with you guys.
Yeah.
But we didn't really know it was going to be our first topic, but here we are anyway. So,
somebody that you have had something to do with in the past, you have dated, or you had a fling, a sexual
intercourse.
A sexual fling, a sexual relationship.
It's not fling. You're saying the fling like it's a soft thing. You put I don't want to be vulgar, but you put something inside something and something moved. There was a lot of movement.
There was intercourse. Mm-hmm. Whatever, friends with benefit, anyhow you want to like package it.
Yeah, situationship.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. After that time ends, or after that relationship or fling or whatever it is runs its course, actually, how do you relate with this person in the future? I'm a girl. Girls, we have a little bit of pettiness in us, and we are trying at every turn to protect our pride. So, for instance, you have had something to do with somebody in the past. Mm-hmm. Maybe you people are still
cool
friends.
Yeah,
you are not friends. Maybe you people are still cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You understand? Maybe you are still everything.
You can still chat once in a while.
Yeah. But then there's this job opportunity, or there's this business opportunity that you have, and this person has a skill that you need, and you know that it's going to be like a very integral part of that business. You tend to sit back and ask yourself, so this person that I've had something to do with now, is it wise to bring the person into this business? Do you understand? If you are now in a new relationship, how comfortable will your new partner be with this person that you have had something to do with if the relationship ended badly? But then we are all matured, and we matured
and moved on.
We decided to maturely carry our face in different directions. And you have a business proposition or an opportunity,
or you find yourself in the same space or work in the same industry.
Yeah, and then this person would really have been, this person's skill would really have been essential or integral to this business or this plan or this thing that you have, you know. And then you just remember the person and you just carry your phone, back on call am now, waiting with the think. Say like I miss
she miss what I did. That's why she's coming back.
Na business, you know.
Nobody can give it to her like I can, or she will say nobody did it like she did it. Why don't I? As a sort of people are carrying gold downstairs. Yeah.
And then again, this is the aspect of this is that's one aspect. Another aspect again is how these two people have deceived themselves into thinking there's nothing anymore between them. And the girl and the guy, they deceive themselves, nothing. And then they go into business together, and at every turn, one person, either the girl or the guy, is trying to
prove a point,
or
find if they still have
they may not necessarily want to do anything. They just want a moment to say, you still miss me. You just want confirmation to know that you are still the king, or you are still the queen, you are still the one that knows everything, to see how far you can push it, of which most of the time it ends up with the both of you back to square one,
and then hurting whoever you are with, or if you're not with anybody, at most you now end up and start doing situationship.
Let's say they are actually not with anybody, and then they go back to starting the situation with the intercourse that,
and they just resume the situation.
They resume the team. Now it's scattered before, it's scattering again. Now that it's scattering again, it's even going to be more disastrous. Yes. And even as it has now become disastrous, it's now no longer just affecting you, it's affecting the business that could have gone so far. And everybody's trying to be like, oh, we're both mature, we can still deal with it and then move on. Well, it's not a lie, but
70% of the time it fails. Now, from my perspective on how sex affects the future, I'll come in the side of, I'm a child of God. She's a child of God. I'm going to come from the child of God aspect. There's a very good reason. I'm not to say good reason. Jesus, God, knows what he was doing when he said, do not knock up and down. And God said that it is. There's a reason why God said, if virgin, it will virgin. You enter the bedroom. Now, for instance, like she said, you have a business plan or you have a business proposal, and you knock somebody, a brother outside, and then your husband is working in an office. You got after relationship scatter, you get married. Your husband is working in a particular office, and your husband is really aware of how the knacking went through that guy, and then boom, they are now in the same space. I'm not saying that your husband can't get over. I'm not saying that husbands do not get. It gets uncomfortable, and it takes a lot of, how will I say, restraint or understanding on the significant other for he or she not to feel some type of way seeing you in that space or being in the space with that same person and being alright. Now, for you, brother or sister that have done that have played football everywhere in the world, you guys now end up going to marry somebody that did not play football everywhere. Maybe most, like, okay, let me just maybe play football 1 or 2, or in some cases they never played football at all, and then boom, you now begin to mount pressure on somebody's son or somebody's daughter that they are not doing it like you know. And the God that tell you to stay one place, I'm sorry, I'm going to be very blunt, the God that told you to stay one place knew what he was doing when he set the institution of marriage and said, do not do it until you are there, because he understood the power of sex and he knew how it can play in our emotions and affect our lives generally. It is wisdom I'm not saying that we'll not go through temptation, and you're in a relationship with a guy that you fancy, not fancy, you are madly in love with. A lot of things emotion can move in a very wonderful manner. When that love has blinded your eye, you will fall like poultry. But that is where self-control, the Bible, the word of God helps you. And why is when some aspect they always advise couples not to be in the same space alone of the night. Until 6 o'clock, go at your house, you came to visit our boyfriend. You know, like, oh, it's too late, rain is falling. And you know that brother is staying in his self-com. Oh, it's 1 bedroom. And you will not sleep in the parlor. You not say, no, let's sleep on the bed. Why don't? Then when everything goes down and you have a very nasty breakup or a nasty relationship or everything is scattered, then you now go and marry somebody. And then boom, it begins to haunt you like will I say sword of Damocles? It's hanging on your head like this. How else do you want? You now have to cut ties with people. That's why in a way most relationship, I won't say most, I can't say I know all, but a lot of relationship, a lot of sex involved. It's quite hard for them to have a very
makes it messy.
Yeah, for them to eventually have a good relationship. I'm not saying that people that don't have sex and still break up still end up being friends. That's the situation that the feelings and everything make it unbearable. Yeah. But there is still a way you would see and look at each other when you meet.
There's still an element of innocence.
Yes.
It can still be categorized as a friendship that was, very connected, very deep.
I think we're in a generation, or we've come to a generation where sex has been seen as nothing, and people have forgotten. I'm not saying that. I feel like even those days back then, our parents' age, they didn't fully understand the gravity of sex to an extent. They didn't understand the power a bit. I'm not saying
it was just pleasure.
Yes, but we are in a generation where we are now fully coming to the understanding and the power sex carries. Are you not going to now be playing with it like you don't know what you are doing?
The thing is, if we even want to talk about the spiritual aspect of sex,
that's going to be another episode altogether.
It's so deep and so
wide.
And then again, I feel like one way that people have deceived themselves the most in this life is rubbishing things. Doesn't matter. It's just
sex.
It's just sex. There's nothing. It's just,
I'm most bad. When I hear that,
it doesn't matter. It's just this. It doesn't matter. It's just that.
You go through 4-5 guys in a day and you feel that you're a normal human being.
That's so judgmental. What is that?
I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. Even with your partner, it's too accept that.
Judge not, and you shall not be judged. I do want them to change if you are like this.
I'm sorry. See, let's be honest. We have been soft. Have you been in
the internet recently? They don't soft. Nobody soft anything anymore.
No, before we have been soft about going about this thing.
No. Before they don't say it. Don't say it. If you look at a boy, hellfire. If you kiss, what do you mean?
Your mother did not tell you.
Yes, that one is the one side. But if we're talking about
in
the church, if you look at it, why are you kissing? Why will you kiss? Don't you know you're not supposed to kiss them?
But in the angle which they come, the angle which they are coming is that kissing would lead to something else. Yes. That is why they are advising that you eliminate anything that would lead to another thing.
Yes.
So they may not have a proper way of passing the message. Then they were aggressive.
I feel like the church is trying to protect its flock.
The topic was how sex affects the future. Now, the reason why the church was constantly doing that was they were going through the route of the Bible saying keeping the marriage bed undefiled, because in a way they had not explained it in the best way back then. Because right now I would say that churches are doing a wonderful job. They were using to control it, and people didn't understand the full extent to which sex can affect
and then
the future.
Sex was a shameful topic. It was something everybody was embarrassed to talk about, so it's even uncomfortable for pastor to stand in church and start and Conversations are always misconstrued.
Let's say, for instance, in the church now. Let's say choir. I'm not bashing any choir right now. Get it? You sleep with band. Drummer, and then you started a relationship as the lead singer, not necessarily lead singer or a singer, and then you started a relationship with the drummer, and you people didn't to put sex inside the relationship, and then something goes out. I want to understand, how do you want to hit the drum in the church? People will not looking at each other. The day they use people to do ministration.
They can profess.
I want to believe that this lady is correctly alright, because I can't say anything.
The points that I feel like I would like to make concerning this is, it's better to abstain.
What we are saying is, it is best for you to remove sex from your relationship in order to protect your future, or your future endeavor, your future marriage, your future business, how you relate with people. Because if you sleep with Adamu, Joseph, if you jam all of them in the same place, I don't know how you are going to operate. But
if you want to say we are all mature, it doesn't matter.
That's the excuse we keep using.
Let all of us be sincere with ourselves.
That is it.
At some point, even if it doesn't really matter, let's just take out that weird feeling. Let's eliminate the weird feeling. The weird feeling that is going to be dismissed, the weird feeling that is not going to matter. Let's just eliminate the access to that feeling, and not do it. And then I think the reason why we are doing all these things is because we're actually not busy enough.
She's about to go to another lane. Anyway,
but let's leave that part.
I hope you've been able to communicate. And not wait, why am I behaving like this in debate? Anyway, do not hit the subscribe button. I've been talking since we have not. Please and please, we're trying to grow a community here. Do not hit the subscribe button to join this growing community. Like, share to as much people as possible. Share to one person, that the people you feel they need to hear what we are saying. And please share your thoughts with us in the comment section. We would really love to hear what you think about this. We'll see you in our next episode.